So this one right here,
Let me set this here for a second.
no worries. This one just sold. I don't wear it at all. It sold on eBay yesterday because I've been watching it
Okay.
for $350.
Okay. How about 250?
Okay.
And I'll just pay you
Yeah.
for it so we don't consign. 'Cause
Okay.
it's I'll give you a slip for this, and let me write this up on this as well. But I'll just put this one consign, and then this one will just pay you for it now.
So do you think it would be? I know there's benefits and there's against for actually just going on a live auction on it.
No, don't auction, because here's the thing. Like, even me, I've been in watches such a long time and bought and sold thousands of watches, and like before you brought me the last one, and I've never bought this watch before.
Yeah.
So I can assure you there's a lot of people out there that don't know much of this watch. So whenever you're putting something out there, and this is true for vintage watches too, if they're super rare and there's only a limited amount of people that actually know what it is and they want to own it, you can actually lose money on something like that. So let's not auction.
Hey, you're the expert.
The best thing is, like, I'll price it. I don't know what I'm going to price it yet, but I'm going to shoot to try to net you $2,000. I'm going to do a little bit more research before I price it and I post it and everything like that. And we'll see how it goes. If I've had it for a month and you're like, hey man, it's taking too long, we can always drop the price. Because I think in 1 month, there are enough people that maybe want this watch that have seen it, and if they don't make us any offers or it doesn't sell, I think 1 month is a good indication that we might be overpriced, you know. So, but we'll see. But yeah, definitely don't auction. Like, I've auctioned stuff like this in the past that I said, oh man, it's super rare. Like, I remember one time I had a lady's Rolex, and it was a vintage Rolex, and it was solid gold and had pearls, and you can tell everything was original on that watch, but it was one of those pieces that was never in their catalogs. You never saw it online. In fact, it was a lady's Rolex that was very early, before even the internet. Super special watch, and that was something that would have been better for me to send it to an auction house, to have them call some collectors that they know, so the collectors can come and bid on something like that. But I threw it up on eBay. I'm like, man, you know what? People are going to go crazy. And then it sold for like $2,000 or something like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have just kept that watch, you know, because I think if I would have sent it to an auction house, it probably could have sold for like $20,000 or something like that. So I've made mistakes like that in the past. And granted, this is not a, you know, a vintage watch, but still, it's a modern watch that not too many people know. You auction it, it might sell for $1,200. Because that's what I sold the other one for $1,250 after eBay fees and shipping. We ended up with $1,050. I gave you $1,000. I kept $60. So, you know, that might go for the same price, because somebody might do research and say, oh look, another watch sold for $1,250. So, awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate you coming back again, man.
I appreciate it. Like, my wife's like, what did you sell yourself? Like, it's just like, it's a lot harder. Like, I gotta pack everything. Everything looking nice. I was like, that's great.
Look, there's benefits too, and I'll tell you, 'cause there's times that people return stuff, you know, like especially online sales. You know, they take it, they keep it for a week or 2 or 3 or 4 almost, because on eBay they give them up to 30 days, then they return it. There's times that I've sold watches, I think people they'll use them for a weekend at a wedding or something, and then they ship it back. So, but we deal with that. So, because we deal with such a high volume of watches, I mean, for us, if it happens once or twice a month, okay, no big deal. But like, if you're selling 1 or 2 watches a month and then you get that one buyer that does that, it's like, it sucks. So, and shipping's expensive too, because like, I ship everything fully insured, FedEx overnight usually, so that costs me money. But
and I'm assuming you probably get like a discount on that, where
I get a big discount. I get a big discount, but even with the big discount, look, like a lot of watches FedEx overnight. Let's say even I'm insuring only for $500 or $1,000, but I'm doing FedEx overnight, is going to be like $55. You're probably going to pay $125. And you know,
I'm there trying to explain to the lady what I want and why I want it, and she's like, oh, it takes forever for me to get that part done. Where I'm assuming you go click, click, that's what I want, done, sent.
Yep.
What's the case millimeter on that? Because it looks pretty big. It's probably about 44.
Let me see. Like I said, I just bought the watch.
Sure, yeah.
So I sometimes I just, if I like it, I buy it. I don't care what power reserve. I don't care.
No, the only reason I ask is, you know, I recently upgraded on my reserve because I just can't stand it when I pick my watch up after the weekend and it's not, and I have to reset it. Just, you know, for me it drives me
Well, most
nuts.
watches, you're not gonna find a lot of watches that have a power reserve of 3 days. So
Right.
most watches are like around, the norm is around 42-hour power reserve, so that's less than 2 days.
Yeah, I understand.
What I would say, like, because even if you wear, this is what some people don't understand, okay? They have an automatic watch, but all day they're just like this, you know, they're not moving their hands at all. They might be like on a keyboard and typing,
Sure.
but look, if I'm typing on the keyboard all day, that self-winding rotor is not spinning in there, it's not winding the watch enough.
Yeah.
You really need to move in order
Yeah.
to wind the watch. So it's okay to manually wind it from time
Sure.
to time to give it some power.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
If it's a Friday and you expect to pick it up on a Monday and for it to run, then before you lay it down Friday night, manually wind it. That way, maybe when you pick it up Monday morning, it's still got power reserve.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've had a lot of customers that they've had a watch for, you know, 30, 40 years, and they're like, they used to keep longer power reserve. And then we take it, we service it,
Sure.
we replace the mainspring, new mainspring, and now they're saying, oh, it doesn't keep the same power reserve. But 30 years ago, they were more active, moving all the time, you know, so the watch actually kept longer power reserve. Now they're not moving at all,
Yeah,
you know, maybe.
sedentary life.
Yeah, they're sitting down watching television and they expect the watch, you know, to keep running, you know, for days and days. So, you know, you have
Sure.
to keep that in mind. But
Yeah.
for a young man, he's active, you know, he wears that watch every day, it's not going to stop.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about it on your wrist? How big is
I
it?
tried it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Too big, too small?
I think it's a little big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And it is heavy because it's that
Bronze,
it's
yeah.
that bronze. That's pretty sweet. It's even bigger than mine.
But like what I was showing you, like if you're, you know, trying to get them into watches, consider a Microbrand.
Mm-hmm.
If not Seiko, then go with the Microbrand because there's a lot of different options out there, a lot of different looks.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you can be spending anywhere between $300 to $500 and get a really good Microbrand.
Yeah.
Or stick to Seiko. You know, there's nothing wrong with Seiko. Been
Yeah,
around.
that's
They've
what I
been
do with
around,
that.
you know, longer than all these Microbrands. So definitely, what they're doing a lot better than some of these Microbrands.
That's pretty cool. That's rubber. I thought that was leather.
It's
like a leather rubber or like a.
I mean, we would call that like a hybrid strap.
A hybrid?
Yeah, so it's basically leather and rubber mix. I don't know how they do it, but it's made because it's a diving watch, so it's waterproof.
That's pretty cool. So this brand, you know, just basically kind of puts this watch together from different parts.
No, they don't put it together from different parts. They manufacture everything. They probably use a base movement made by Miyota or ETA or Sellita. I'm sure this is not a ETA or Sellita. I think this is just a Japanese Miyota movement.
And what's the name of that little micro brand right there?
Nodus.
Nodus.
Yeah, like Nodus watches.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Avalon. I'm trying to see the specs on this exact watch. Sometimes I see a watch, I like it, I buy it, I don't care what movement it has, what size it is, I don't care, but I need to brush up because we have a client looking at it, I don't even know what it is, but I like to watch, so I bought it. I don't always have to know everything about the watch in order to, you know, to buy it. Sometimes you take a chance on it, but it's not a very expensive watch. It's not like I spent 10 grand on it, so I'm taking a chance.
Yeah.
I'm like, shoot, it's a cool watch, why not? But you're asking me, so I wanna don't just say anything.
I didn't even notice the date window.
It is,
down
so
there
see,
at
it's
6. I mean, that is really. I can barely read it when I pull away, but I didn't even know they did a good job because you know sometimes you see these things where they put the date window in and it just throws the whole watch out of balance because they don't do it right. But they did a nice job with that. And that's got lume and everything, right? I mean, I can tell by looking at that.
They use Super Luminova, it says.
Yeah.
The movement, it is the Japanese Miyota 9015, which is actually a very, very good movement.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than some of the basic Seikos. So it's a better movement than some Seikos that use like the NH35 movement. and 4R35.
Yeah, I got one with that
what-
4R35, and it's
What do you
it's
think
good.
the size is?
If I had to
Yes, yeah.
say, well, okay.
Because you asked me and I didn't know, but I
Oh.
just looked it up.
Well, you know what? Now, when they do the size, or when they, now
They on this, yes, they would measure
Yeah,
here.
it's all the way across, right?
Yeah.
So that's got to be at minimum 42, maybe even
Yep.
43, right?
It's they have it down as 41.5. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not too big.
Yeah, and this sapphire crystal, anti-reflective.
I mean, what's mine? I mean, I just bought this too. I should know, but it's 39, I think, or 40. There was 39.5. Is
Probably, yeah. I think they consider that 40. I saw that model before, but I forgot.
It's great. It's got
there-
a
here's-
72-hour reserve on it too. My Seiko.
Here's the watch. That's the
Okay.
retail price on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty.
What did I tell you? Price-wise, $375.
Yeah.
Giving you a deal.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah. I'm giving you a deal.
No, that is it's a beautiful watch, and it is a good deal. So I'll definitely think about it.
Yeah, this is okay. So, I don't know if I'm an impulse buyer or not, whatever, but I love watches. I know this is a micro brand. I've bought and sold and collected and worn so many different micro brands. I'm sure I've had this company before, Nodus. I don't remember having this exact model. A customer came in today. I bought it. I mean, you saw earlier that I just got it from that customer. I liked it. I paid him $250 for it. You know, this other gentleman just walked in and he's asking me all these questions. I didn't even know that what movement it has inside. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Like if you like something, just buy it for, you know, like I bought it off of my customer for the looks. I didn't inspect to see what movement, how many millimeters. You know, like we talked in a previous episode, it's like, doesn't matter how many millimeters, try it on. Like his son tried it on and he said, it looks too big on me. Perfect, yeah. That's the thing, you gotta try it on, and if it's too big, it's too big, you'll know. Because you can't just say, oh, it's 42 millimeters, too big for me. Like, I like this watch. It's actually, you know, I offered it to him for like $375. I mean, that's not a bad price. The retail price is $700 on these. So Miyota 9015 movement, 42-hour power reserve, sapphire crystal, bronze case. So you see the case is just going to age over, you know, it's going to get dark like this. You can clean this, but it's cool how it just naturally ages like this. Stainless steel screw-in back. It's kind of like a hybrid strap, leather and rubber mixed. Pretty nice, but yeah, wasn't able to sell him anything. It's okay. There's a right buyer for every watch. Yeah, we bought this watch earlier today. Customer came in, and right now I'm not going to do a full overhaul service. I unscrewed the crown. I'm going to put it on the timing machine. I want to see how it does as far as accuracy goes. We're not going to service it because the watch is still too new to service. We're not going to do any polishing, but I am going to clean up the case a little bit. I took the band off. I just want to put this band in heated ultrasonic cleaner. I want to get all this debris off and make it nice and clean and sanitized for the person that purchases the watch. Well, yeah, that's usually what we do when we buy a watch, and we have to put it in our inventory system. We're supposed to wait 2 weeks at least to make sure it's not stolen. A lot of times, like, sometimes I buy watches from clients that we've done business with for 20 years, 30 years, and we know the clients. You know, anything is possible. Technically, by law, we have to wait 2 weeks until we resell it. But again, stuff like this that we buy from a customer that's been a customer of ours for many years, I know that, you know, it's not a stolen watch or anything like that, but have to put it in our inventory, put the serial number, model reference number, how much we paid, and stuff like that, so we can keep track of everything. Hello. What can we do for you ladies? Batteries? Okay, they're $10 each, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
We're just getting ready to close, but,
Oh, you close early on Saturday?
well, at 2 o'clock
Oh, you
on
do?
Saturdays, yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, he goes home right on time.
He does.
He doesn't want to work overtime.
I usually come during the week.
Now, but he comes in like maybe 5, 6 a.m.
Oh, no, not that
So
early.
he comes in very early. So
Yeah.
when it's time to go home, he goes home. And we're filming for YouTube. I hope you ladies don't mind.
No, oh, you
Okay.
are?
Yeah, we film usually on Saturdays for YouTube.
What's your channel?
It's Paul's Watch Repair and under
Is
my
that for a
name.
YouTube thing?
Yeah, you can actually find it on here. You can
Oh.
scan it with your phone and
Okay.
it'll take you there directly.
Terrific.
Yeah,
How long have you been doing it?
for about 3 months now.
Are you getting?
Yeah, we've had like 750 followers so far. So,
Really?
Well,
And,
we will be following you from here. We like,
but got a lot of business from it already. So,
That's great.
and a lot of local people that actually never knew we existed. So
well, yeah, you used to come here when you were $5.
I know, and we were $5 since 1989.
Yeah, for
Oh
a long
my
time.
God.
But
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the first of this month, no, the 1st of January, we went up to $10. We just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, well, we were wondering, you know.
Well, I thought it would have.
So, yeah.
Every year, our insurance goes up. Every year, rent goes up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But like, yeah, we had to increase prices a little bit.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Is Paul your dad?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, he's my dad. Yeah, he's always in the front. I'm
Yeah.
usually in the back
You know,
working.
that's where he sits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep, he's glued to that chair. He's there at least 10 to 12 hours a day.
I was wondering if you were open because I know sometimes he goes back to the old country for a vacation.
Yeah, he does in the summertime. And usually when he does, we close for a month.
Yes, that's, we've been here when it was closed and there's a note saying.
The reason being, I'm usually here, but the reason being, it's like when he goes on vacation, I'm usually doing about 2 or 3 watch shows. So I'm traveling.
Oh.
So it's hard to open the store, close it, open stores. So we just
Yeah.
like every year, we just take a month vacation. We close the shop.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
Yeah,
Watch
remember
shows.
last time?
Yeah, yeah.
I told you, I came and they were closed, that he's gonna be on vacation.
No, but I'm talking about him going to the
Watch shows, yeah, I go all over the U.S. I used to actually do like about 3 watch shows every month.
Oh my God.
So I was traveling a lot for many years.
Like, where do they have that? in-
Everywhere, New York, Florida, Texas, Pennsylvania, I'm everywhere. Chicago,
Who comes
Oregon.
to the watch shows?
Collectors?
collectors, dealers, people that just want to look, all kinds of
Oh, really?
people,
Just all sorts of-
and people
yeah.
from all over the world actually come. A lot of them are dealers at these shows, so we buy and sell from each other and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, I see.
And we'll see you next time, okay?
Yes.
Here, let me get that for you. Yep.
Yeah.
Take care, ladies. All right, so it's Saturday, it's 2:25 almost. We had an eventful, well, I would just say busy day today. Not extremely busy, but it was busy. I'm tired, it's time to close the doors. I want to get lunch. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and stay tuned. We're gonna have more content coming up. See you next week.